Hi, here's a quick little video on our word assignment number 2. Okay, we've done margins before. We know how to do fonts. Okay, we know how to justify paragraphs. If you don't remember, you can highlight them. And on here, that's left aligned, right aligned. If you hover over here, it says justify, and it gets the edges. Okay. The next part down was talking about bullets. So ways to do bullets is if I wanted to, cursor down to here, I can do bullets a couple different ways. I can just click on bullets and it gives me these dots, and I hit enter and it's another dot. Or if I want, I can highlight where my bullets are and select what kind of bullets. So I think I want check marks this time. Every time you hit enter, you get a new bullet. If you want to get rid of that bullet, you can either hit enter a second double time and you get back to the left edge, or from the bullet that you didn't want anymore, just backspace and backspace an extra time to get right back to your left edge again. Okay, I'm just going to add my view ruler here so you can see the rulers as well. Okay, so what these do is they indent a little bit. Alright, that was the easy part. This one is there's two different ways of doing watermarks. One is you can insert a picture and make it look like a watermark. So I can say insert clip art, for example, and I can search for a mouse. Whoops. And I can insert that picture, and then I can change the properties of it so it goes behind and also that it's faded. So let's let this load up. There's a mouse right there. If I double click, it comes over here right in front. So if I click on the mouse, notice that if I click away from the mouse, there's no picture toolbar. Just get rid of this guy. But if I click on the mouse, I've got an extra toolbar comes up here. Click on here, and I can do a few things. I can wrap the text so that it's behind. So now it's hidden behind. I can also change the color of it over here into something called a washout. And now it looks like a fade in the background. I can stick it anywhere I want. Because it's behind, I can move it all around. Okay, that's one way of doing a watermark. Another one is we could also do a watermark with page layout watermark. And in the watermark, I can choose a text if I want to, or I can customize my watermark. I can do a picture one if I want to, or a text one like ASAP and make it go semi-transparent. And I can decide if it's going vertically or horizontally, and apply and close, and it'll come across in the background, ASAP in the background, and that'll print every time. Okay. The last one's talking about tables, and this table you can see has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So if you want to insert a new table, what you can do, I'm just going to move it down to the next page so I can see them above each other, is you can say insert table, and you can pick that it's going to be 5 by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or you can draw a table, or you can hit insert table and pick 5 rows and 5 columns and 7 rows, I think it was. Notice the top one, this Loyola cafeteria menu, looks like the lines are missing. What we did there was we highlighted the rows, and if you go into, as soon as you do that, you're in tables, you can go to layout. There's a few different things we can look at. We can merge the cells. Or if I wanted to, I can highlight rows and I can right click and then merge cells. It's going to jump right up there for me as well. I can undo what I just did. Looks like I highlighted this next one, so it's a form of shading. So I can, whoops, get out of there. I can highlight the second row and I can do some shading on there. Do I see shading on here? Maybe, but if not, I know it's in the home tab, and I know that there's a text highlight color. It is here, the shading, and I can click and say, okay, I want that to be like a gray. I can mess with the third column here. Looks like they've got some fancy bordering going on. Again, as soon as I click on that, I should be able to go to my tables and see either in design or in layout what's going on. There's some bordering stuff I can do there, but if I can't find it, I can always right click and say borders and shading and get this call out menu. And in the borders here, I think I took double lines and I said for all the bits and applied it. Okay, and these could have been bullets again if you wanted to, or inserting a symbol, and that's the main part of how to do this one.